The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they could be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well and stopped it.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Handoff, running left, Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Complete to number 25.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmaking.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
He's got some room to operate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Blues continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice effort that time.
And share problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
20! Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Blues have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 catches for him now, and his last one, a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Highmark. From there, we stay in the AFC East and skip over to Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Garrett Gilbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. The Chargers needed desperately to avoid going to 1-4, and they're able to do that with a victory there. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Right back to him on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back to throw now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle.
The pass complete to number 85. It's the pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
2nd and 9 now. He finds Smith out of the backfield. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down carry for Smith.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be a Chicago first down.
Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Smith up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Blues will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stopper?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. Caught by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
A handoff to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Chicago.
They'll run it again with Smith. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 21. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Complete to number 81.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Blues are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about
shedding the tackler that gives him some room.
Finding room at midfield, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time.
This is their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Johnson on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chicago offense set to get started. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Smith. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now here come the Ravens. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.